Hey, this is Jabril, aka Mr. Think Outside the Box, also known as Chocolate Man, coming in at you live from Cali right now. June 5th, crazy to even say that right now. But what I want to talk to you today about is, if you don't bring something to the table, you're going to find that your plate is going to be removed from the table at some point in time. And, what do I mean by this? So, for example, you could say this in, say, basketball, right? You have a basketball team, and you got 5 people on the team. You have your superstar, you have, your 1, your 2, your 3, your 4. But if you're supposed to be playing a certain role and you're not producing, it's not going to be long before you're just sitting on the bench, and soon, you're not playing at all. If, say, in the NBA, if you're not producing, if you're not bringing something to the table, you're not going to have a paycheck long before you know it. And so you just got to know your role, too. You don't have to be the superstar, but you have to fulfill your role. Know your role and, just fulfill on what it is that you're expected to bring to the table. You can say in business, right? Sometimes people make partnerships, and like in that partnerships, they end up finding out someone's doing like 80% of all the work and the other person's only doing like 20% of the work. And, the value is not equal. And maybe their percentages are like 50-50. So, and then, that's going to cause friction over time. So you have to really evaluate, who you're going into business with. And also, if you want to keep your plate around for a long time, because people will do, especially if they feel if you're not valuable to the team, you're not bringing something to the table, they'll be like, I don't actually need him, and I'll make way more without him. Little feelings might get hurt, but this is business, okay? And so always bring something to the table. You don't have to be the best, but just make sure you're doing your fair share of the deal when doing that. Or you can say, for example, and it doesn't always have to be money in business. Let's use, for example, going out to the club, right? So you've got like 4 or 5 guys going out to the club, and you've got some, beautiful young ladies coming out to the club. What are the young ladies bringing to the table? They're bringing their beautiful faces and their bodies to come dance and hang out, right? That's what they bring to the table. I mean, 99% of the time, they're not paying for anything, if you're buying a bottle or doing something like that. But then you have, guys in the table, right? And so say it's a business kind of environment, and you have people all around the table. You have to evaluate, what do you bring to the table? Because nothing is for free, okay? Especially when money is being exchanged. So you have 5 guys out, and you might have 1 guy just take care of the whole bill. But you have to analyze who is all at the table. What kind of roles do they play? Is, that's someone that's been around for a long time, and they switch off bills. They're bringing off to the table is, hey, we switch off. Or maybe it's just a cool person, they've done business with in the past, or they want to do business with in the future. And it's like, okay, cool. Or is it just, are you a smooch? Are you the smooch out the group that brings hardly anything to the table? And you're going to find out soon enough that, hey, those phone calls are not getting answered when, people are going out. Hey, this is not happening. Like, why is that not happening? And you have to analyze, what do I bring to the table? Maybe you're not even the business guy. Maybe you're just a party guy who brings all the girls to the table. Something. But if you're not bringing something to the table, sooner or later, you're going to find out your plate at the table is gone. And you're like, damn, I like to eat. But so always remember, no matter what situation you're in, make sure you're bringing something to the table, because no one likes a smoocher that doesn't bring anything to the table. So make sure you're bringing something to the table. This is Jabril from beautiful Lake Tahoe, signing off. Take care.